Hey guys, XBadgerKnightX here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Mass Effect on Insanity Dice-Shep Edition! I miss you all very, very much, and I miss playing this game, honestly. This is probably one of my favorite video games of all time, or the whole trilogy, rather. But anyway, guys, a little side note. I'm using my new Blue Yeti USB microphone to record this video. It's pretty freaking awesome, I love it. I made a first impressions video on it, and I'll put a link down in the description to the video if you guys want to check it out. Anyway, let's get straight into the episode. In the last episode of Let's Play Mass Effect on Insanity Dice-Shep Edition, that's a mouthful, Shepard became the first human Spectre ever in the Mass Effect universe, and that's such a big thing, and it's such a huge honor for Shepard. So, you know, being a Spectre and stuff, we have a fair amount of new toys and gadgets that we'll be able to play with now. So we're going to go down to the C-Sec Academy and visit the requisitions office. Alright, here we are, C-Sec Academy. So the requisitions office is down here. This is where I'll be buying most of my endgame items. But we don't have the credits right now. More on that a bit later. Let's talk to him.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Alright, first roll is a heads.
How did you know all that?
I'm the C-Sec requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre.
Damn right.
Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Here we go, heads or tails. Oh, dang it! More editing. Add one to the coin drop counter. Alright, here we go again, tossing it. That's heads.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Alright, here we go. So, all this stuff is obviously way too expensive, and, yeah, let's just look at a comparison to that. That's our weapons right now. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic as far as pistols go, but we've only just started the game. I'll come back and buy some of these items a bit later. But right now we don't have just the credits for it, just to buy all of them. But, one thing I do want is, yes, they do have it, okay, good. Is the grenade upgrade. That'll basically increase the amount of grenades we can carry, and that's going to be very, very handy for the next upcoming mission that we have to do. So, I know we have some side quests left on the Citadel that I have to do, and I plan on finishing those a bit later. Before we head to a specific planet, I'm going to come back and knock out most of the side quests that require me staying on the Citadel. But for now, let's go down to the docking bay, and let's go try and board the Normandy.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
So, Exogeny, if you ever played Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars game that BioWare made, Mass Effect is a spiritual successor to that, in a sense. But, if you ever played those games, Exogeny is more like, a bit like Circa, actually, from the Star Wars universe. We'll learn a bit more about Exogeny a bit later on one of the planets that we visit. But, I just wanted to say that piece. Also, I love how, I probably said this before in my other videos, but I love how the elevators on console, since they're basically glorified loading screens, but they do give the impression of the Citadel being absolutely freaking huge. I like it a lot. But let's go talk to Ambassador Udina.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Heads or tails?
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. and it's time for me to step down.
So, I'm not sure if I've explained this in my other videos as well, but we're going to roll heads for the left side option. There's more to this. And we're going to roll tails for the right side option. So, here we go. Alright, heads.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Alright, those are tails.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Here we go. Oh. Heads.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Here we go. It's tails.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Heads or tails? No. Add one to the coin drop counter. Dropped it again. Great. Okay. I'm gonna re-roll again. Sorry about that. Here we go. Tails. It should be explained that it doesn't really matter which one you pick. You can go to any 3 of these planets at the moment. Once you get on board the Normandy. But since we voted for that, I'm gonna pick. We're going to Noveria. It doesn't really matter, like I've said, which planet you go to. You can go to all 3 of these, but I'm gonna go check out what Liara is doing in the Artemis Tau cluster, because I'm very, very interested in what she's digging in that archaeological dig. So we're gonna go there first, but I'm going to Noveria.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
So this conversation will determine how many you'll get 2 Renegade or Paragon points depending on which we roll. This one will depend on that, so heads or tails.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
We're going to talk to Anderson. So we got 2 Paragon points over that, not bad. I would have preferred some Renegade points if we did get the roll for it, but sadly we didn't. Let's talk to him.
Yes, Commander?
Heads or tails? Heads.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
So just for consistency's sake, we're gonna go and ask you and Saren have a past. What of it?
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Alright, heads or tails? Here we go.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
So we're gonna ask what happened. This is a very interesting story, so I want you guys to hear it. Just for the sake of the Let's Play.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Something went wrong?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Heads or tails, guys? Here we go. Tails.
He was smart. You needed a diversion.
This went way beyond a simple diversion, Commander. The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
Dang.
Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Heads or tails? Running for the left side. Tails.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. On to our new ship, the SSV Normandy SR-1.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed, but it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Alright, gonna roll heads or tails for the left side option. If you listen really carefully, in the next cutscene you can hear the Mass Effect theme song. I love it. It's pretty awesome. Heads.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit.
I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Here we go. Heads.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Alright, here we go. Tails.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Here we go.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Oh, Renegade.
The captain's not here. I'm in charge now, Joker, and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
How do we get Paragon points from that? Come on. Alright. So I'm gonna go with the viewport. Alright guys, so now that we've, boarded our ship, talked to Joker, give a little pep talk to the crew, we're actually gonna go talk to them face to face. We're gonna go talk to Rex, Tally, and Garrus, and all of them are down in the cargo hold down here. And then after that, we're gonna go take off and try and find Liara in the Artemis Tau Cluster. Let's talk to Rex first.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Heads or tails?
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Heads.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
No! Add one! Okay, here we go.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Here we go. That's tails.
You're still here. Can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Touch your subject. Heads or tails? It's tails.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So, for the sake of the Let's Play, I'm gonna go and pick these two options.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
God dang it. Add one to the coin drop counter.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
I'm gonna go with this one. For the sake of the Let's Play, Rex, or not Rex, but Garrus, has some reservations about C-Sec that I want you guys to know about.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Alright, that's
You did the right
Tails.
thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Here we go. Oh my god, it's all the way over there. Be right back. Add one to the coin drop counter. Jeebus. Okay, here we go. Heads or tails? Tails. I just bumped the mic there. I'm so
As long as you do
sorry.
your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the M35 Mako. I'll tell you more about it once we go and try and find Liara, but it's probably one of the most controversial things about Mass Effect. Get into that a bit later.
Your
Dr.
ship's
Tally?
amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Here we go. Heads or tails? Oh,
I
tails.
like the idea of aliens studying the architecture of Alliance ships.
We're on the same side here. My people have more reason to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
So I'm gonna go with all 3 of these dialogue options, and we're gonna start with the Quarians. Who and what are
Tell
they?
me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Alright, we're gonna roll heads or tails for this. And my god, the point jump counter is real. Add one. Alright.
You had to know it would blow up in your face.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Heads or tails? Tails.
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Alright, here we go.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
We're gonna talk about I should go, Tally. Sorry. So basically, Tally was talking about how the Quarians have weakened immune systems from living in an isolated and controlled environment, like on the ships and the flotilla. That's why they wear the suits. Their immune systems are weak for them, or too weak to actually like not wear them. So they're really, all of them are really trapped inside the suits. It's kind of sad, really. But yeah, I really like Tally. I like everyone involved in the Normandy, at least in the first game. Alright, let's go upstairs. And let's hit the galaxy map, and let's see what Liara is up to in the Artemis Tau Cluster. By the way, guys, this is the galaxy map. This is how you'll be navigating or going to different planets in this game. I really love the soundtrack to it. It's nice and chilled out. I like it. So anyway, guys, we have 4 destinations we can go to, including asteroid X-57. This is part of the Bring Down the Sky DLC, the $1 DLC that BioWare released for Mass Effect. I'm going to do this before we actually beat the game or after we beat the game. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to happen eventually in the Let's Play. I feel as though, since we're playing on Insanity, although enemies are going to be way over leveled for us, and we're just going to die and be, you know, we're not gonna really make it through. So I'm going to wait until a bit later before we tackle the DLC. But for now, let's head to Liara's dig site. We could go to Ferros and Novaria, but I'm not going to at the moment. I want to see what Liara's up to. Liara should be hiding in the Knossos star system. I don't even know how you say that. Oh, wrong game. Let's fucking relay jump. And it should be hiding. Yeah, okay, there it is. This is the planet that Liara is hiding on. This is a planet called Therum. It's basically a volcanic world, rich with elements that Human Alliance uses for everything, all their colonies and stuff. The reason why they're here is because, well, the reason why Liara is here is because she was digging on our Prothean dig site, and then something happened. And we're gonna go find out exactly what happened. Now, I'm going to talk about probably one of the most controversial things about Mass Effect. But first, I have had to do multiple takes of this video, simply because I'm not the only one who lives in my house. I live with my family. I'm only like 16. So, I've had to do this so many times. It was people being too loud. I'm recording right next to my kitchen, so when everyone wants to do housework or something, they just, you know, start banging pots and pans and turn on faucets and stuff. It's really loud and distracting. But and then we came upon some a really terrible and hard boss fight on Insanity at the end of this mission. So I originally was going to take Garrus and Tali, but since Garrus at the beginning of the game has such low HP, he will get one-shotted by everything on Insanity nearly if you don't have him spec'd into shields enough, and I made the mistake of not doing that. So we're going to take Tali, and we're going to try out taking... I think I'm going to take Ashley. Alright guys, I told you before, this is the M35 Mako. I'm waiting for Joker to speak and I'll explain how this thing works.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright guys, this is the M35 Mako. It's sort of like an APC tank sort of thing. This is how you will navigate most of the worlds in Mass Effect. If you decide to go say, hey, I want to go land on this planet, you'll be driving in this thing. Now, one thing I want to talk to you about, or my viewers, rather. Most of these sections are kind of monotonous and boring once you figure out how to work the Mako. But, I'll explain more how the meta works in a second once we come upon some Geth. Geth dropships should be landing right over there. But, these sections are really kind of long and monotonous, and once you figure out how to, you know, use the Mako effectively, they become really boring. To especially me, and I'm worried that it might become boring to you guys, so I want some input on how I should structure these Mako sequences, because there's many side quests and many different planets that we have to go to and do after a certain point in the game, where I decide to say, hey, we're going to pick up all these side quests on this planet. And yeah, we'll be using the Mako to go traverse them. And some of the terrain is really harsh and boring. So anyway, how combat works on the Mako is you have a railgun and a chain gun, and you also have thrusters to use to basically jump over rockets and to get up mountains a bit easier. And you also have a shield system. So if you take damage, let's put it this way: once you lose your shield, you are basically dead, especially on Insanity. You might get away with it if you play on lower difficulties, but definitely not on Insanity. See, this is basically how it works with a Mako. By the way, you can you fire the chain gun with the right trigger and fire the railgun with the right bumper, and you can zoom in by pressing the left trigger, just like you can on foot with combat. Also, I didn't actually know this, and you guys probably didn't know this as well, but you learn something new every time you go play Mass Effect. if you hold down the left trigger and click in the right stick, you'll have a scope. I didn't actually know this until my last playthrough of Mass Effect, which was a few months ago actually. Could be useful for picking off distant targets, but I'm not exactly sure if it'll work on the Xbox because of the low render distance. But anyway, there should be some more death around this corner. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Okay.
This route's a no-go. They have
We're gonna take this way. Basically, guys, what you want to do in the Mako is the cannon has a bit of a recharge, so cannon, chain gun, stuff like that. Jump over a few rockets, and hopefully not get stuck in that good, because that has happened before. And it's a pain in the ass, but all right, got Juggernaut. This obliterates anything that's not a turret, the chain gun. So use that on your ground units. These Geth. And one thing that's worthy of note is the cannon does overheat, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. They run people over in the Mako. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So, say I want to shoot my my railgun right at the ground. It won't happen. It'll shoot like right in front of me, but not at the ground where I'm pointing. You have to have the cannon or the Mako at an angle in order for you to actually, you know, be able to take a shot at someone, and that applies to the chain gun as well, not the railgun. So before we actually continue, I'm going to level up right here. I'm going to give. Okay, yeah, we'll change that over for Ashley. We'll give her this. I'm just going to go ahead and equip some stuff for the squad. See, last time I did this with Garrus, it was not fun. Let's put it that way. Garrus was constantly dying because his low HP, and I didn't spec him as shields enough, so it was a big pain in the ass, to be honest. And I probably shouldn't have done that just yet. There's a weapon locker in here. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, Jesus. Is Ashley not spec'd into anything? Hold on. She has adrenaline. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Fitness, Unity. We should be able to get a level up soon. See, the only thing Ashley has for her is immunity, and that's kind of a problem. I might have made a mistake bringing her. Ooh, new pistol. But no new upgrades. This makes me sad. I cry every time. And we did get a new shotgun. Perfect. Alright, gates open. So guys, as we're progressing in the Mako, driving along on the world of Therum, I want to talk about a few things, including vertical sync on the Xbox One and the Xbox One ports from over the 360. Because Microsoft at E3 this year, they announced backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. And I was thrilled to see that. I have a drawer full of Xbox 360 games that I'm probably not going to be able to get the chance to play because I don't have the money to drop $500 on a console that I won't be able to play all these games on. So that begs the question: how good is the ports? Well, at E3, Microsoft demoed Mass Effect being played on the Xbox One, and it looked like crap. It ran like butt. It was just disgusting. It did look slightly better, I'll give him that, and I have a few reservations about that. I'll tell you guys in a second, but just the frame rate of it, it wasn't playable. No, I don't know. That is not acceptable. It looked like it was running about like 15 to 20 FPS on this brand new console that's supposed to be freaking awesome and better than, you know, last gen. And maybe it's like an optimization issue between consoles and stuff, like the new hardware or whatever, but they need to have this stuff nailed down. But I dug a bit deeper, and someone on YouTube did a video about you know, why Mass Effect was running like butt on the new console. So it turns out Microsoft has all of the Xbox 360 games that were going to be ported. It seems they have vertical sync always turned on, and that's a big no-no for me, because I, for one, I don't notice screen tearing, and I would rather have it off if it means, you know, making the game run a bit smoother. Because I hardly, well, before I started making videos, that is, I hardly notice screen tearing. And for those of you guys who aren't really familiar with vertical sync technology, I'm not all too familiar with it either, but my knowledge is that vertical sync prevents this thing called screen tearing, which is when your console or your PC renders a frame for your monitor or your television can actually process a frame, and then you get 2 frames so they mishmash together and it looks like your screen's been torn in half or something. Vertical sync is supposed to prevent that, but it's at the cost of performance. What it does, it caps your frames per second at a certain number, and then just keeps it there to prevent that ugly bit of screen tearing. But on a console, you don't really need vertical sync. I was actually kind of confused when I saw that on the Xbox 360 port of Bioshock Infinite. I immediately turned that off, and the game felt a lot smoother, a lot better. I'm not too sure why Microsoft bothered to include this. It's just kind of boggles my mind why they would have an option or always on for VSync. It just doesn't make sense for me. I would like, if possible, for Microsoft to include a toggleable feature for vertical sync in all of their Xbox One ports for the games that came from the 360. It's just, I don't want it. It's not, you know, that viable for a console game, even if it means screen tearing. But on the upside, it looks like the Xbox One port of Mass Effect has completely stopped texture popping, which is fantastic. I believe there's a few times I've experienced texture popping. Right after you get off Eden Prime, you go to Ambassador Udina's office. All these textures are not ready and rendered in. It takes a couple of seconds for them to pop in and stuff. That's probably one of the main issues I've had with Mass Effect, and I believe Mass Effect 2 had a big issue with it, and sometimes 3. I've noticed some texture popping on things. But anyway, that's probably one of the only main things, plus sides of porting Mass Effect to Xbox One, is texture pop-in is almost completely gone. Also, some of the textures in the game have this sort of glossy feel to it now, this glossy look. Could have done without it, I think, but it looks nice, looks pretty, that's good. But anyway, guys, that's really all I want to talk about and stuff. Just a little mini rant on Microsoft's decisions to report. But anyway, guys, back to the gameplay. Now, I want to spec into Barrier, because Advanced Barrier is awesome. Although Stasis might actually help us a bit. I'm gonna give Tally more shields. And we're going to spec Ashley into fitness. We probably won't be able to get that level up at the moment, so I'm not sure. And we actually did get some more stuff off of that. More loot. So let me go ahead and just equip that real quick. Oh wait, why does Tally have this? I'm gonna give Ashley this, simply because she doesn't have enough shields. And Shepard. I'm gonna give her that. Weapons ability could be awesome on a shotgun. Just run over. Alright, since we got everything all leveled up and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and save. And as I previously stated, guys, I did a few takes of this video. Took me a while. Now here comes the tough part. Actually, since Ashley has 3 sets of shields now, I think we're gonna take off 1 and give it to Shepard. Because I'm going to need more shields. I wear light armor. And we're also going to override our previous save. This will be save number 18. I'm gonna have Tally and Ashley move up there. Have them bait the Geth over. Set up a nice little trap. One shot at Tally. Ash, get over there. Get the cover. Cover! One more Geth down here. I'm gonna save most of my powers for the next section, including Tally we're gonna need for the next section, so I'm gonna give her some Medigel. Also more shields. There we go. Get some Geth. These Geth have never pushed up this far before. This is interesting. I can't peek that, I'll die, so I'll Tally use that. Oh Jesus. Barrier. Ah. should be 2 Geth pushing us now. I might have to go back outside and bait him. Come on. Alright, one more down. I need to be careful that Geth sniper and that rocket don't one-shot me. Oh jeez. Alright, come on. Close enough. Here we are. Oh jeez. So guys, we do have a tough boss fight up ahead, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal up and wait for my powers to recharge, because it's very, very important that they do, needless to say. So I'll see you guys once my powers are all recharged. Everything is all recharged, and let's head up to this mini boss fight. Where are they going? Ash and Tally. Actually, no, we want them there for the fight. So we got 2 new Geth that we have to fight, including this big thing. This is a Geth Colossus, I think, or Geth Armature. Alright, so, oh my god. I started there. Oh my goodness. Please tell me I don't do the fire thing again. That would really suck. Oh my game. Seriously? You have gone to be... Okay, I'm done. And we're back. Same old freaking... I had to fight through that entire thing. I died like 3 times. Oh my goodness. So these things, if I haven't explained already, these are called Geth Ghosts. They can climb up walls, jump off things. They're really annoying to kill. And immediately when this cutscene ends, I'm going to spam RB like it's not tomorrow. And barrier. And I need... Galley, or... Galley. I need those guys to come over there. Take care of him. Thank you, Ashley. Your assault rifle skills are remarkable. I need to take care of these Geth snipers. Alright, so 2 more. Everything's going good. Like I said, guys, these things are a pain in the butt to kill. They're freaking like hopping around everywhere. The only one that I can actually, you know, take care of is the one that lands on this box. And once you kill one, they queue up and then they start jumping on the box. Alright, Tally got one. Good. We're all clear except for the Geth Colossus. Geth Armature, whatever. And it's a good thing Tally is up, so we can use her shield overload. This thing obviously doesn't have a lot of ammo. Also, the reason why I put Ashley and Tally behind that box is because the Geth Ghosts will jump on top of that box and they won't be able to hit him. One of them did actually get smart and land right next to Tally, but she was able to take him out. Also, the reason why I put him there is because this Geth Armature cannot hit who's ever behind that box. And for some reason, the Geth Armature always tries to kill the person who's at that box for some reason. I have no idea. And I want to hold on to my grenades for a bit later. Or at least until I take down his shields. I'm worried if I get Ashley up, I might screw up this glitch. Well, this isn't really a glitch per se, but more of an exploit. Start spam like 2 grenades at him. We got a big chunk of health. Another grenade. Almost dead. Tally finish him off. Or not. Alright, got him. Awesome sauce. And Ashley should be getting up momentarily. And we're gonna heal her. Got an equipment, but no level up just yet. Phaser guns, motorized drones, improved sighting. Motorized drones. So I'm going to put on, what do I have currently equipped? Shepard generator. That's actually not a bad power for Ashley. Let's keep that on. I'm actually, I'm gonna give phasic rounds to Tally. And I'm going to take off my radioactive rounds. And put them into personal rounds. That's for a fight later. After we see what Liara is up to. And we should be good. Alright, good, we did get another level up on that. Good at least. Hopefully we can get Ashley back into immunity. Otherwise we're gonna have some problems. Oh, that's not happening. Actually, no, that's good. It increases her health. Very nice, very nice. And the last thing I want to get is stasis. And I'm also going to put a point into not throw, but tech explosion stasis. I'll put one into throw. Nah. I'll put 1 point into sentinel. We gotta get some more loot for that. We got a recoil dampener. Not really useful. Alright. I'm gonna come down this elevator. I was worried about the crash there.
After it was built.
Let me save over here. We got some assault drones. come down this elevator. And here's Liara.
Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Heads or tails, guys? Heads.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Heads or tails? Actually, what's the nearest option?
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Let's ask her about
Your mother
Benezia.
is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Heads or tails?
We just need to figure some way.
It's a pro.
Yeah, we already
When I
heard about
turned it
this.
on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly.
Mostly.
There's a control in here that should deactivate this thing.
Oh, Liara.
You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Okay. So now I need to figure out a way to get Liara out of this barrier. But there's some Geth down here that we need to take care of course. But before we see what that exclamation mark on the map is all about, there's some loot back here that I might need in the upcoming boss fight. There's a boss fight, of course, after you rescue Liara. There was another one here as well as a weapons locker. Oh, there it is. BYY. Alright, cool. So we got a new shotgun that'll hopefully be better than mine, or not. But it's better than Tally's, that's something. And I believe we also got a new assault rifle for Ashley. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Combat sensor, 12 damage, 25. Not worth the trade-off. Actually, I didn't want the recoil dampener. Alright, there we go. Now, if I remember right, the code is AXBY. There we go. Fantastic. And we're gonna kill Tally real quick, and I'm gonna wait for that to recharge because there's a really tough boss fight that has been the only reason why this video has been so delayed. It's crazy. Remember that Krogan that Liara was talking about? We're gonna have to fight him, and Krogan in this game are very tough to combat. If you talk to Rex enough, or if you do, I think if you talk to him after you rescue Liara or go to Noveria or Pharos, it'll trigger new dialogue in which he talks about, excuse me, he talks about how Krogan are structured. They have redundant nervous systems and redundant organs and stuff like that. So if, you know, they get shot or something, they just instantly heal up. And basically what that means in combat, as soon as you like deplete a Krogan's health bar in this game, they come back to life. They resurrect, and it is so annoying. I mean, just like literally, just they resurrect. They come back from the dead. It's probably a really scary thing in the Mass Effect universe. So resurrecting Krogan that's really angry and wants to kill you, but yeah. We'll find out more about that in person very soon.
I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Here we go. What's your tails?
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright, now we got Liara out. Fantastic.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh fun, an earthquake from a mining
The
laser.
whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the heck over here. We're all gonna die.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
They need to
He
move
needs
faster.
to move faster.
Can you tell we played this game a lot? Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Here we go. I'm stressing. Guys, I don't do well under stress. Or maybe I do. Or do I? If you probably watch me play CSGO, you probably won't know. Hello, Satan.
Brenda, you don't. That would be no fun.
We don't have time for this idiot. Charge! I rolled that as well.
We don't
Kill
have time
this
to
bastard.
deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Alright, now we got some Metajo back. Now I just need to worry about the Krogan. And also one thing I neglected to mention. Krogan like to charge at you, and it's very scary and terrifying. Indeed. So I'm gonna put this guy in stasis real quick. Oh Jesus. And he freaking one-shots you. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. was the closest I've gotten. Oh my god! What the hell? Oh shit. Oh my god. Go away. God, he's like right behind me. Does stasis like not work or something? Okay. Oh, freaking fantastic. I'm dead. Yay. So I nearly had it that time, guys. The RNG is strong with this one. He decided to use barrier right before he was charging me. That was unbelievably stupid. I've been recording for about 2 hours now. 2 hours. For this stupid boss. Started recording at 12:02 at night, and it's now like 2 in the morning. I worked really hard to get these videos to you guys. Tally, no. Oh my, what the f— that is so bullshit. No. I will not accept that. Oh my fucking god. This guy. Kill him! Kill him! Stay dead. No. Oh my god, I did it. I did. Oh my god. Oh, guys. Holy mother of God. Oh. Holy goddamn shit. That was, oh my god, I was about to hit 2 hours. I've been recording for 1 hour and 56 minutes. I was about to throw my controller against the wall. Holy jeebus. Holy mother of God. Okay. I'm glad this is over.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
No, damn it, drop the counter. Or add one to the counter. Don't drop the counter. Alright, that will be Tails, ladies and gentlemen.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old
50
are you
years.
exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Alright, heads or tails? Dang it. Heads.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Alright, here we go.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
There we go. Add one to the counter.
Woohoo!
Tails.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Oh, that's heads.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Gaiden, chill out.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Okay. I'm gonna make a decision here. For the sake of the Let's Play. I'm gonna use that remark from now on in, guys. I really, really need Liara on my thing. She has the highest, she's a pure biotic, her lineup. She can only use pistols, light armor, but all of her powers are purely biotic. So I really, really, really need her for the Let's Play. Because she has the highest damage per second in Mass Effect, to my knowledge, due to her biotic power. So I need her on the team. I believe if you pick this one, she won't join. Feel free to correct that in the comments if you guys are still awake. It's been a long video, I'm sorry, but it's coming to a close soon.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
That's what I heard. That's what I said, Rex.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Tails.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Alright, so we're gonna roll heads or tails for the Council report. At the end of every other mission, we'll be able to talk to the Council on what we found. I rolled heads, so I'm gonna
Patch
go
him
yes.
through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Heads.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Please hit disconnect. Aww.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Mass Effect Dice-Shep Edition on Insanity. I'll get the title right eventually, but first, you know, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and sticking around. I know it's been a long video. you know, stuff like that. Anyway, guys, it's been XBadgerKnight. This has been XBadgerKnightX, and I will see you guys in the next one. XBadgerKnightX out. Hey guys, XBadgerKnightX here yet again, and before I let you guys go, well, yet again, I want to try out this new interactive annotation thingy at the end of every Mass Effect Let's Play video. So, if you guys want to go check out my next Mass Effect Let's Play video, click the arrow on the bottom right, and if you want to go check out my last one, make sure you guys click the arrow on the bottom left. Anyway guys, this has been XBadgerKnightX, and I'll see you guys in the next video. XBadgerKnightX, out.